it's a drug, and it should be treated as such.
Right.
Only on Fridays with the boys. Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast. It is episode 50. Episode 50. We've made it 50 episodes. That's a lot of episodes when you think about it.
It really is.
Look back from where we started to where we are now, sitting pretty at 100 subscribers.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Don't you love perfect numbers like that?
I do.
50, 100. It is great. I am Spencer Cartier.
And I am invited.
And here we got Frank. He's wearing his Philadelphia Eagles shirt because we have a new head coach here in the city, Nick Sirianni.
Wait,
Nick,
is it a happy occasion or sad?
We don't know.
Okay.
It gets a little. Was the offensive coordinator for the Colts, who was head coached by Frank Reich, who used to be our offensive coordinator under Doug Peterson. So it's this big whole circular mess.
We'll give him a try.
Well, that's all we can do. All we can do is give him a try.
Okay. New beginnings.
New beginnings. Today's about new beginnings. But yeah, it's the 50th episode. So are you going to paint?
Today you're going to paint.
Today I'm going to paint. We're changing it up on the 50th episode.
Yes.
Why not?
Equal opportunity painters.
So do I have a canvas?
You don't have a canvas because I thought we'll try something a little different. And we have a mask.
Masquerade. For all the masquerade balls happening.
For all the masks.
I feel like actually it would be a perfect time for why is there not masquerade balls? It could be double. You'd have a mask and a mask. And you get a really
You're not supposed to be out at all.
But you'd be fully masked up.
Well, that was Halloween, and they still didn't want you out.
They still didn't want you out.
Now, Carnival's coming up. The true,
masquerade occasion.
Mardi Gras. The whole, what will happen, I wonder?
What will happen, I wonder. But, yeah, so this is going to be exciting.
Spencer's going to paint for the 50th episode.
I don't know what I'm going to paint, but I'm going to do my best. I did go to college for art.
Okay.
So, be prepared to be
I'm just happy
disappointed.
It's not me.
I have to make a confession.
What?
For 2 episodes in a row, if you guys watched the Modesty podcast yesterday, hope you're all modest up right now. I know the topic again.
Yes.
I know the topic again. So today we are going to be talking about gambling. Gambling your life away.
No.
Your life savings. I'm all in.
Just like modesty, where my mind went just to one thing. Oh, I know what modesty is, and it's about hemlines. Gambling is the same thing. Maybe we'll learn. Maybe it's not exactly what you thought it was going to be about gambling.
Or maybe it is.
Or maybe it is.
We're going to dissect it.
Yeah.
And that's what we do on the Croak and Crow show. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh, I kind of feel like a superhero. The Croak and Crow superhero. He fights hypocrites.
Oh my God.
In the night. You said this, but you acted like that.
Your eyes look so strange.
I feel like a snake or something. Okay. Gambling. It's huge right now.
All right, you set up your art studio.
Sorry, we're talking about gambling, and I got lots to say.
I know, but I know how hard it is to talk and paint at the same time.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, since it is a mask,
smaller, yeah,
it's not. I have to make a picture.
True.
I can
you're just decorating it. Well, it's still not easy.
Throw paint to the canvas.
Not easy.
Oh, I'm not even whatever color I pull, that's what's I'm going to draw.
Okay, I was thinking you'd put the paint. You're just putting it straight to the mask. I thought you would put it here and then dip in.
Hey, please don't tell the artist how to paint.
We'll see what's going to happen. Okay.
No, put it on this paper.
They can't even see you. Move this bird.
Get out of my way, bird. All right, gambling.
Okay, gambling. It's a party today. It's our 50th episode. So in line with that and in line with gambling, we have our tickets.
Oh, man, there's just so much going on in the 50th episode.
So,
So we're gambling today. So
we're
no
gambling.
matter what negative things we say about gambling,
We're doing it.
we're doing it.
Where's
So
the other one?
we're not going to tell
Did
any.
you lose the other one?
There was only 2.
I thought you also bought.
Oh, that was just a receipt.
Oh, it was a receipt. Okay.
So, we might have some things to say about gambling, but we're not hypocrites. We're not coming at anyone's neck for gambling.
Right. We have bought scratch off tickets many times. And we have also
We've lost many times.
most times. And we have also taken part when you pick the numbers, the big ones,
Like the Powerball.
Yeah, it's when you have to pick a bunch of numbers and hope that they call it.
Yeah. So are we doing that now?
We're doing it now.
Okay. Which one do you want?
I want the one with the hearts on it.
Yep, that was the one I got when I was like, that one will be yours.
Okay. So, scratch off. I'm sure everybody.
Pennsylvania lottery.
I'm sure everybody knows. You scratch it off. Is there instructions?
Yeah, there's like a little intro. They're always just like slightly different, but usually all generally the same.
Okay, it's the Pennsylvania lottery. Pennsylvania lottery. The proceeds go to older Pennsylvanians. So I hear when I watch the number draw, and I believe there's a there's an age, right? Yeah, it must be 18 or older to play this little scratch off game. And mostly it's about finding numbers that match.
Yeah,
right?
so for example, my winning numbers are 7, 16, 26, 24. Now I'm going to scratch out all the numbers, and if any of those match, I win the prize listed underneath.
I'm shaking the table, which is against our rules. Yeah, so I've won sometimes, you've won it. You can win a second ticket. Or you can win $2 or something. I've never won big. And it's fun. Like we would get them in Christmas stocking stuffers or something like that. And it's little. But actually these aren't little. These are $5, right? Spencer? Yeah, this was a $5 one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He bought that. I buy the $1 if I ever do. I'm pretty cynical, so I don't usually buy. But if I do, I would buy the $1 ones. But he likes a chance. He likes the crane games. Is that gambling, Spence? I think that's gambling.
I won.
Did you really?
Yeah, I won $10.
You're lying.
No, I got my $10 back. Yes. Yes.
You're kidding. You're lying.
No, I got my $10 back.
Oh my God.
That's why you should gamble, kids.
No. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
No, don't thank the Holy Spirit for gambling.
No?
No.
I can't believe it. That's hysterical. That's hysterical. Spencer, I think the crane game is gambling. What do you think?
No.
No?
Well, yeah. It depends on the crane, actually. Because some cranes, like, it really doesn't close all the way hard. Unless it's, it's a certain number.
Right.
So, I guess, in a way.
I didn't get anything, I don't believe.
You didn't get anything?
No.
You're not a winner like me?
I'm not a winner like you. If it has to do with these are the winning numbers and then these are your numbers, then no, I didn't. Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I know.
And you said you bought that particular, you knew you wanted that one.
Yep, and so.
Well.
We broke even today.
I got nothing on there.
So you know what it makes me want to do?
That's gambling.
Play again.
See, that's what happens. You won $10. Awesome. And it's just the luck of the draw. Now you take that back to the store and the guy will give you $10, or you could
just buy more tickets.
You could buy more tickets.
Buy a $10 ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one form of gambling, like we talked about, and that is you have to be 18 years old. It's a law because they don't want children gambling.
Yeah.
Okay. Which brings us to our next little treat. Can you pass the eggs? So they don't want children gambling because that's a bad example. Not that one. One for you, one for me. So they don't want children gambling because why? I don't know. It's bad.
It's addictive.
It's addictive.
It's financially irresponsible a little bit.
Okay, so how do you explain these? You can't see because the light is always so bright.
Well, so they're Kinder eggs.
They're Kinder eggs. I think you grew up with a type
Wonder Ball.
Wonder Ball.
Now, here's my thing. There's gambling comes in many forms. But essentially it's monetary usage, like using money for something, for risk or luck or the chance of winning something.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are Kinder eggs where you get a surprise inside, but I don't know. I don't associate Kinder eggs with gambling, because are you using money for a chance to get something? Yes, but you are getting something regardless. Like,
true.
You're sending your kid, to lunch with one of these, and they're having it, and then it's just a bonus.
It's like the Cracker Jacks box.
It's a Cracker Jacks box.
Okay.
You're not gambling when you're buying Cracker Jacks.
Okay.
I've actually never had a Kinder egg.
I have not had a Kinder egg at all. We had the Wonder Balls, but this is interesting. Okay, so the Kinder egg, when you break it in half, one half is the candy that you eat with a spoon, I'm guessing. There's a spoon here. Mm-hmm. The other half is the candy. Isn't that why Wonder Balls had to be...
I think you said the one half is candy twice.
One half is the toy. But isn't that why Wonder Ball was discontinued? Because
kids were eating them.
The candy was inside of the chocolate bowl.
Yeah.
So, I guess... I don't know, though, Spencer. You're saying this isn't gambling. Aren't there collectibles? There's It's not. Is it? I think. Oh, look, you have to make him and everything. He has stick. Do you have a sticker face?
Yeah.
You have a sticker face too. It's just some kind of little person, but I'm guessing people collect. Oh, he comes out completely. I don't even know. Listen, they're super popular. You make up your own mind if you think it's gambling. You buy something for your child, sight unseen, and they hope with fingers crossed they get what they want.
Yeah.
They're very popular. They're also an impulse buy. These, I went into CVS and I said, do you have them? Because I couldn't find them, right? And the guy looked around and he goes, I know we have them. They're so popular. I know we have them. They were up by the cash register, which is where...
How are you supposed to eat it?
With the spoon.
Oh.
Here, I'm not going to eat mine. They were at the cash register, which is where things that are called impulse buys are. And it's when you didn't go into the store for that, but since you're there at the cash register and it's not too expensive, you're like, I'll grab it. Now, I just heard that in the UK, they're outlawing impulse buys. And they're not going to put candies and stuff like that by the cash register because they want you to make a truly, informed purchase when you go to buy something like that. How is it? It's so odd.
I don't like it.
It's like a dip. It's like a Nutella or something?
Yeah, no, it's like a wafer ball.
Okay.
That's covered in chocolate.
Okay.
And then surrounded by, the best way I can describe it is like the cream from an Oreo.
Okay.
But
sort of like a deconstructed, what is that, Ferrero Rocher?
Oh no, I don't like chocolate. I don't know why I ate it.
You don't even have a drink.
I'm done.
Okay, so gambling, and we did some fun things here, but spirituality on Croak and Crow. What do you have to say?
Yeah, so we talked enough about different forms of gambling.
Examples.
Now let me stop. Let me stop hating for a second. We learn in religion that gambling is one of the bad things.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's bad. Mm-hmm. And you know me. You saw it in the Modesty podcast. I asked myself why. Mm-hmm. I said, why are these things bad? Don't just tell me not to do something. Tell me why I'm not doing it so that I can agree. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to give you the podcast I gave you yesterday saying wear your string bikinis and do this. Actually, no, I'm not going to not do that because you can do whatever you want. But where I'm like, there's no problem with dressing however you want. I do think gambling interferes with spirituality.
Okay.
I don't endorse it.
Okay.
But I still do it. I do the scratch off. It's not bad. But remember I compared these kinds of things to a diet. Mm-hmm. And I said modesty. It's like eating fried chicken in a diet. Like, of course you can do it. I think gambling is more like fun dip.
Okay.
It's like it has zero, but you can still have fun with it.
Okay.
Have fun dip, but it's like where fried chicken is like, you're have all that fried and chicken. It's like, it's fine. Mm-hmm. This is more like, this is fun dip. You gotta be careful. You're gonna rot your teeth out.
Right.
Now, before you attack me and say, Spencer, I thought you were progressive. I thought you were letting everything slide. Hear me out. Just hear me out. That's all I'm asking. Here's the problem with gambling. Mm-hmm. Gambling, you are replacing faith. You are replacing what you should be looking for from God, from a higher being. into luck, into an earthly chance.
Lady luck.
And it can distort where you're supposed to be heading. Now, the best way I can describe this is with an example. Okay.
Chocolate. Oh, is it paint or chocolate on your hands?
It's paint. Okay. So back when I was a courier, I would drive from the city, and so I would always see the Powerball, and it would be $300 million, $400, $500 million, and so I'd get Powerball tickets.
It's so enticing.
And I would spend the entire day in this euphoria of imagining the life I would be living if I had won that lottery.
Yeah.
And I was like imagine, and it brings you up.
Yeah, people like that.
When, as a spiritual person, like asking you shall receive, like all these things is you should be asking for this thing, like all of this. When you get out of the realm of hard work and like, go work for your stuff. Mm-hmm. Anything more than that, it should be through your faith in something.
Okay.
And so instead of saying, oh, like I have faith in God, He's going to put me on the right path, I'm going to live this type of life through God, you're saying, on the lucky draw the hat. And I think that can very much pull you away from a faith. Yes. A faith of living a good life and stuff, when it's always imagining, like, but there's a chance. Right. There's a chance that without that, I can still win. I can still make it. And so, once again, I always say with modesty with this, it is the most important thing is acknowledging this. Mm-hmm. It's not, if you can go to a casino with your friends, like you can have your poker night, like in those certain situations, if you lose money, you paid money to have fun. Like you're paying money for an enjoyable time.
You're saying it's bad, but then you're saying you could try it. I mean, isn't it dangerous? Like a drug? Like, yeah. When the person
try drugs.
If you
just once.
If you do this is I remember a time when you told people to jump in a lake or something.
Yeah.
If you have your little poker night, aren't you taking a little bit of heroin? Like, it's going to feel so good when within 30 minutes you made $400.
Well, no, because like that's what, like I think that's where like what I'm saying is when I was sitting in my van driving around, it was just thinking about the only thing was the winning. Mm-hmm. Like, the life-changing money. Where with a poker night, like, the money is just sort of an added little gimmick. Like,
of course.
I think...
I mean, look at bingo.
Yeah, so like, that's why I'm not sitting here saying... Like, it goes again to I ask everything that is apparently negative in the Bible, I say, why is it negative? And so that where some people put a broad brushstroke across saying, gambling's the devil's work. And it's like, what about gambling? It pulls you away from spirituality. Right. And so that's what I think it is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And so therefore...
And it's just so much more dangerous than fried chicken because...
Yeah.
Fried chicken, you can carry fried chicken with you on your path.
Yeah.
To believing in a higher power. But with gambling, you literally put down... your beliefs that God is taking care of you. Everything will be okay. He is, in true control. And you go sideways and say, I bet I can get there quicker with just the throw of this dice.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Because that's it's almost like you have a faith in it, right?
Yeah,
Like nobody's in the casino floor saying, my odds are 1 in 21. Let's go. They're saying like there is this underlying faith. Like I believe, I believe I'm going to hit snake eyes, or I don't know. Like I believe, and it's like, well, you're having this belief in what's more earthly and rudimentary than luck,
right.
than chance,
right?
And so when you have a faith that like, no, like it's going to work out for me, the stars are going to align. It's like, whoa, be careful with that,
right?
You're pulling yourself away from. And so, like I said, I mean, like, so do I think gambling is the worst thing? No, I'm talking to spiritual people.
Yeah.
I'm talking to people that are trying to strengthen their spirituality,
right.
and become close and be faithful without doubt.
Right.
That it's not good when you're trying to do that,
And like so many things in life, I'm glad we're allowed to do things, but what a nice civilization, society does for you is it tells you the dangers or pitfalls going into it. So the pack of cigarettes has a warning on the side that says this could, do these different things to you. Or even, years ago when they started putting calories or on fast food, so even if you decide to eat your fried chicken and you think that's the decision
that's what they should do instead of just outlaw it. Like they got rid of the supersize. Thanks, supersize me. That's criminal. Do you know that movie directly got rid of the supersize option at McDonald's?
No, but I believe,
do you know the movie?
I know. I believe it.
It's on American.
I think it would have happened anyway. I mean, everything has been sized down, not because they care about our health, but because of money.
Yeah, I was literally talking to someone about this. I was like, because they dropped the sizes down even more. Like McDonald's, I'm talking about, because like Burger King, you still get like the bucket.
Yeah.
But McDonald's, they dropped the large down, and I was like, they're probably tickled pink. Like everyone's saying, oh, you guys are so bad, Oh, we'll be healthier. And then they just shrunk their sizes, and it was like,
it's all about money.
Is that better?
It's all about money.
Give me my bucket of Coke, you heathen.
So gambling can be a very terrible addiction. Did you need to read what was on the paper?
No.
Gambling can be a very terrible addiction. One of them I think is older than the other. And we will put up the hotline, or I'll put it in the description for people who need gambling help because it got out of their control. But what I was saying was that I don't think gambling is treated like, okay, so you can't buy this ticket unless you're 18, but you can buy, where's the Pokemon cards? You can buy the Pokemon cards if you're not 18. And is this not gambling? This is 20 cards or 21 cards. You can't see what they are before you buy them. And the kids are looking for a particular one, just like it's like a little tiny baby poker, right? Or blackjack. I don't know how card games go, but they want a particular card. So they'll keep buying these until they get the one they want. Are these all little stepping stones? Another thing is this. I don't know if I wish my light wasn't so bright. This is another type, goes in that department.
They call those like the blind boxes.
Okay. So
they're very popular now.
This is very popular. Series 3, and this one's called LOL Surprise. And you don't know what could be in there. So you buy it. It has question marks all over it. And you buy this. Hoping for
usually one. Like, oh, I hope.
Right.
And yeah.
Is this a baby?
Yeah.
Is this a baby a slot machine?
It is. And like, why it's a baby? Because like I said, I think there's a fine line of like when you are getting something out of the experience. And it's like, oh, this isn't gambling. You're going to get something. And it's like, yeah, but you wanted something. Like you're telling your parents, like, I need $10 like for the little chia pet. Like, I want to win that. And then you don't win that. And you're like, ah. Oh. And like, you got that feeling when you're like that same euphoria.
Well, yeah, it's a brain. It's some kind of brain reaction.
And it was like, you're hoping that you win.
Right.
And it's a slippery slope. The other thing is we live in Pennsylvania, one of the first states to legalize sports betting. Just betting on games legally and stuff. And now, like, I think Michigan just passed it like a couple days ago. And other states are predicted to like start passing it like wildfire. And just on my social media alone, I see how big it is with the kids. Because, like Barstool Sports and stuff.
Right. I watch Hulu. And I know nothing about betting at all. But online or I don't know what's going on. I don't even know I don't even know what these people are doing. Any of these kind of betting situations. But I know FanDuel. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
FanDuel Sports app.
Because I watch Hulu. And they advertise so often on there. And I don't bet and I don't know what's going on. But it sounds really awesome because they're saying you will win. You pay $1 and you're going to get 10. And on one hand, in my mind, I know nothing about it. But I'm like, that cannot be true.
Yeah.
That cannot be true.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm watching Bob's Burgers. Like,
yeah.
So there is no age, and it's just like, commercial at this point with betting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like we're in this betting society because it's always like, if there's a chance, and everyone feels lucky. And like I said, I hate talking about anything that I disagree with, without talking about it for 3 hours. Because like to get across, like I've been to casinos, like I'll still buy a lottery ticket now and again. I'm not demonizing gambling. I am just stating what I believe. Like there's things that bring you towards spirituality, there's things that bring you away from spirituality. And definitely, yeah, like all these little things in our society now is treading to putting your faith in luck. And realistically, like I said, the only thing, if you're a spiritual person, if you're not, gamble the days away.
Well, no, I don't agree with that.
No, I don't agree with it either. But I'm just because like I don't want to be too like, all right, keep your Jesus talk over there. I'm going to go to the casino.
What the way I look at it is not that God won't let you into heaven if you were a gambler and you lost the baby's milk money.
Yeah, I never said that.
No, I know that. So I'm saying like, so whether you're whether you believe in anything or you don't believe in anything, it's sad for a person if it wreaks havoc on their life.
Yeah.
But no, I know you weren't saying that. You were saying that if you have made a conscious decision to try to be spiritual, to be clear, to be focused, and to be successful, to go in a way that where it reduces your anxiety and increases your confidence, in the fact that you're being taken care of by a higher power, gambling will probably deplete that.
Yeah. And so you put so much faith in it, and it's a drug. I guess that's the best way to put it. Like it's a drug, and it should be treated as such.
Right.
Only on Fridays with the boys. Choo choo. Just kidding.
I mean, 90-year-old women are playing bingo. They're gambling, right? They put money into play. And then they get their card. They hope it's the winning card. They hope they get the winning number. And they hope they get the jackpot because it's such a fun, exciting feeling to get money for no reason. But nobody creates a lottery or a casino or a bingo hall or, Pokemon cards.
Do you know why?
Out of the goodness of their heart.
Do you know why?
They're going to always make more than they ever gave out.
I'm thinking about it now. And do you want to open some of these? Let's open these bad boys.
Sure. You can open the Pokemons. I'll open the LOL ball.
Do you want to know why I think gambling is so dangerous?
Why?
I don't know why I said that. Do you know why I think it is, why we're feeling this the way we are?
Why?
And why people like it? You don't see gambling in nature. I think it's playing off of the same thing inside us that does search for God, that does search for spirituality.
True.
And it is this thing that is like just the thought of, I am in God's favor,
right.
He will not, he will not, I have faith in him. Then we get gambling, which is a tangible thing. And it's like, when you win, it's like, I won. Like out of all the odds, I won, and you chase that feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is what happens.
Yeah, so I think
this is it's like when someone wraps a present 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I took off the first wrapper, which has
because they try not to they don't want you to see even the shadow.
Oh, okay. And it's it's prolonging the anticipation because there's the exact same wrapper again. I have to pull the next zipper, to pull it out. Would a completely satisfied, happy, spiritual, relaxed Zen person even want to gamble? Are you gambling because you feel dissatisfied and you feel like, I don't want to say you feel like a loser, but you want to feel like a winner? Yeah
and no. I mean, I think that's where I think the most spiritual person.
This is ridiculous. It's literally wrapper after wrapper after wrapper after wrapper.
I think the most spiritual person. I think that's where I was trying to make the disconnect. I don't think they would be against, having a poker game. I think you could be super religious and let's play a game of poker. Why not? And they can be happy when they. Oh, you're not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
It's like a joke.
Well, they try to make people feel okay about it. Like when they do the bingo at church or whatever, they say, well, the proceeds, even this, proceeds go to older Pennsylvanians. They try to make you feel better by saying that there's money going to charity. So like you're giving to charity, but then you're getting a chance to win. But I mean, that's with this. But if you go to a casino, what do they say? The house always wins. So the casino is making.
Oh yeah, I wanted to say something. I was going to
tons
say
of profit.
I was going to bring up like the stock market, because a lot of people say the stock market is gambling, and I got a little bit of a gambling bug in me. Like I know it's there.
Yeah.
But I think the difference is why once again gambling is bad, and this isn't spiritual. This is financially, opposed to the stock market. Is they're sort of opposite. Like the stock market, if you're reckless and you're bad, you're going to lose big short term. Mm-hmm. But if you do it for the long run, you usually win. If you do the safe for like Warren Buffett and stuff, like you play it safe and you go long term, you'll win. Yeah. The problem with the gambling is you're short sporadic. You can win big. But the problem is it's the complete opposite of the stock market. The longer you gamble.
Sometimes when there's big jackpots out, everybody wants to play because it's so exciting, and just that idea that you could win, and then somebody will come out with like, your chances, your odds are so incredibly terrible.
And they just get worse. Like all gambling, it's when you win. Right now with that $10 scratch off ticket, I don't want to take that $10 and put in my bank account. I want to play again. So
look, not only does you keep having to unwrap, but there's little messages. It's like, let me out of here. You're getting closer. Yeah, like it's egging you on, but this is part of the excitement, I guess, all of this. So what do you think about the baby enticements? Is it sowing seeds of, like, we don't have candy cigarettes anymore, for that reason. I think they might, but do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I wonder if almost there, I'm still going, Spence. I wonder if people consider that. The other thing is not video games, but like when you online gaming, isn't there also
yeah, nowadays it's not about you buy a game, you have it. It's like you can buy these loot boxes or these mystery prizes with a chance to win. It's all about this chance and this luck.
Take the chance. Okay, so it's the ball. I don't know what age this is for. I can't even see. This is like, I don't know. The top came out and there's like a little present here, but there's presents all over it. This is like, when you get the dog toys and it goes, keep your dog occupied for hours or whatever.
Yeah.
You hide treats all over it. That's what I feel like right now. This has treats all over it. Does it open again? Like, it has to. No?
Yeah.
It does?
Is it like one of those trick boxes?
Spencer, I am like, kids will probably laugh at me if they see this and say she didn't know what she was doing, because I really don't. You can open this again, but I don't know how.
Just keep working at it.
Oh, gosh.
I saw the time and I was like, okay, I was going to wait for like the paint to dry for the first part. But
I know. See, that's what happened to me.
See, that's what happened.
If you think that my paintings could have been better, it's you have to work limited and you have to work al fresco, I think is what it's called. Spencer, I don't know how to do it.
Here, why don't you pass it over to me?
I think there's a present inside, but I can't figure it out. And you got these little presents here. I think that I don't like. Oh, look at you. Did we win? I don't even know what people are looking for.
So like those things are you just not that you win.
It's like Polly Pockets or something.
There's like 10 options you can get.
Okay.
And so you might buy it hoping for one, and then it's just like hoping to get the one that you want.
Oh, okay.
So I tell you, like, you could want them all, and then you wouldn't mind.
So if I bought this, many times, I guess now I'd be like, dang, I already have this one.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And so for us, equating it to gambling, that would be the reason.
Okay. Yeah, this is a whole thing. It's like a little purse or something, and it's full of little Polly Pocket type situation things. And if anybody wants it, just tell me and I'll give it to you. So I don't like people, like you said yesterday, you don't like people telling you what to do.
Yeah.
And I too don't like people.
Yeah, and that's why I hate even talking about things that I'm against. Not because, like, I think it's good to talk about them, but like, I'm still working on how to say like my opinion without making it seem like like holier than thou.
But what about the protections? Should children be why are children protected from the scratch off ticket? This was what, $5? You can get them for $1, but this was $13.
It's because it's loopholes. It's technically it's not gambling. We're giving you something, and so
okay.
Like, I mean, it's really hard to how do you work around that?
Right.
Anything with chance is now outlawed. Like,
right.
Then you teeter on, why is it outlawed? And it's like, I don't like any argument that's like, well, it might lead to gambling and that'll pull you away from your spirituality. Like, I don't think that's how politics should work. So it's
right.
It's just a necessary evil, if you will.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately, it just preys on people's
that's what I'm saying. Like,
hopes.
It literally preys on that same thing inside your soul that spirituality gives. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying like, so you're replacing it. Like, it's just easy. It's instinctual. Mm-hmm. And so that's why it's dangerous. Or it's like that same fire you get when you're like, oh, the Lord will pay my bills for me. Spiritually pay them.
Right.
You get that. This could change everything.
Right.
And so,
yeah,
it's tough. But
it's tough.
Any closing remarks about it?
Well, just for people to be aware.
Be aware. I think that's the biggest thing.
There's more gambling than just walking into a casino. Again, there's an age requirement at a casino, but there's not an age requirement to play online. And then you're hit with these gambling opportunities that might nourish you into thinking that's the road for you when normally you wouldn't. Like they say, like the later you start drinking, mm-hmm. the less likely you will have a problem with drinking. So if they are trying to hold back children from gambling, because they're hoping, you need an informed mind, and you need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but looks to be that there's no breaks on the little ones that sneak in there.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. It's just in general, just be cautious, understand what it is, and you don't have to get rid of it out of your life, like I said. But if
this little cutie, but she's buck naked.
Yeah. Well, it was other things clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. She has a little outfit here. Yeah. Oh my God, I'll put her on Instagram. That's quite the look for a kid, right?
But yeah, so just be mindful, and so you can go to play poker with your friends. You can go to casinos, but try to know what's happening.
Yeah,
and if you are having fun with it, try to
just be informed, right?
Yeah, and so make the fun about it, being social, like going out, having a night out. Oh, we went to the casino. Don't be so much like the excitement is I could win,
right?
And that's where it gets iffy.
Yeah, be okay with not winning. Be okay with if you can be okay with these things, like if you're okay with not being drunk, and you're okay with not having the chicken, and you're okay with not winning in the slot machine, and you're informed, and like the odds, and what's in the vape pen, and then you make an adult decision, and you feel happy when you're good, but you can walk away when this is just all a very balanced, our balance episode, mm-hmm. approach to things that traditionally are called vices, and you're supposed to run as fast as you can if someone pulls out dice.
Yeah.
But you don't think you should.
No. Just be aware. We're all adults here, except for you kids watching. Turn it off. We're all adults here. And like I said, I think the more you put a stigma on something, like sports gambling betting is becoming legal. Am I upset about it? No. I think the more you put walls around things, the more
that's true.
It's when you get this underground horse betting places.
That's true.
And it's like it's more important to be informed.
That's true.
I think it's more important to understand about drugs than to criminalize all drugs. And it's like it's going to happen anyway. be informed. And I guess we'll just close it off by saying, just remember, all you spiritual folk out there, anything that you may win from gambling is nothing compared to the rewards that faith in the higher power, being God or whatever you believe in the universe, can bring you.
That's right.
And that's what's important. So use that energy and pray.
Don't let people use you. Oh, it's wet. Okay.
You guys can't see, but I put the Croak and Crow symbol in the middle.
It's really good for. I can't believe it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
All right,
you'll
guys.
be the new painter.
If you want it, we'll be throwing a gambling auction.
Yeah.
On our website.
We'll be selling chances.
We'll be back on Sunday with a meme review. And for all of our podcast listeners, we'll be back on Tuesday or Monday, one of these days next week. It's been real and it's been fun.
Happy 50th!
Happy 50th. Go out there and gamble. Woo woo. Peace.
Nice. It looks good.